This video is on the topic of order of operations. In English Canada, we use the acronym BEDMIS for order of operations. The word BEDMIS doesn't mean much, but it's an acronym using the first letter of each of the operations that we do. The first one that we have stands for brackets. When we talk about brackets, we're talking about brackets that contain some sort of mathematical operation in it. Sometimes we'll have square brackets or curly brackets because they're nested in another bracket, and so you work inside out if you have more than one bracket. The second one represents exponents. And exponents is a repeated multiplication. So for example, if I have something like 2 to the power of 3, what that means is I'm taking the 2 and I'm multiplying it by itself 3 times. The 2 here, we call that the base. And the base is always multiplied by itself exponent number of times. So 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2, which eventually, if you expand it, will equal 8. Just a few notes about exponents. We said that exponents is multiplication. We also said that exponent is the base multiplied by itself exponent number of times. But let's clarify what the base is. The base is the number that is directly in front of the exponent. So for example, if I have 2 to the power of 3, my base here is 2. But if I have a bracket, negative 2 to the 3, the base is negative 2. Now contrast that to my last example. I have negative 2 to the power of 3. The only thing that is directly in front of the exponent is the 2. So the base in this case is 2. The negative really is saying I have negative 1 times 2 to the power of 3. We'll talk more about that in the next couple days. Now the D and M, we're talking about division and multiplication. Now I put those together in a group because the division and multiplication, they're both of the same level of importance. Which one do we do first? We go from left to right. Similarly, for the addition and subtraction, these two are together as well, and we deal with it like the addition and subtraction. So we're going to go from left to right again. Okay, so with that in mind, let's try some examples. 5 minus 2 bracket 8 minus 16. We know that we have to do brackets first. So in our next row, I'm just going to simplify the brackets. Everything else I'm rewriting. Now the brackets, 8 take away 16, that's negative 8. Next thing we're going to do, since there's no exponents, I'm going to do multiplication and division. No division, this bracket here means to multiply. So I'm going to multiply next. Now, let me clarify the brackets here. There's no operations that I could do inside the bracket. So if I just have a number and a bracket with another number, it means to multiply. So the next row, I'm going to simplify again. 5 minus 2 times negative 8. So the two negatives become positive. So I have positive 16. Finally, I'm going to add, and we have 21. Let's try another example. Before we start, I'm just going to talk about an aside. If I have a negative 2 to the power of 3, this means I have negative 1 times 2 to the power of 3. Okay, on the other hand, I have negative 3 to the power of 2. This is negative 3 times negative 3. So you notice that the bases are different. When I have a bracket, the negative is included. But if I don't have a bracket, the negative is on the outside. It's like I have negative 1 times the bracket. All right, so doing the simplifying the expression now, let's first deal with the exponents. The exponents 2 to the power of 3 gives us 8. Since the negative was not put to the power of 3, I just rewrote the negative. So we have negative 8 plus negative 3 times negative 3, positive 9, and I'm rewriting the negative 4. We've completed the exponents. There's no other brackets, no multiplications, so I'm going to add and subtract based on left to right. So first, negative 8 plus 9. That's positive 1. Positive 1 take away 4, negative 3. Let's do a few more examples. Now, if I'm ever given a fraction, we need to do the numerator and the denominator separately. Then we're going to combine it only after we've simplified the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so my numerator, 10 plus 2 take away 4. We have 12 take away 4, that's 8. In the denominator, 2 take away 6, that's -4. Now, when I have a line like that, the line in the middle means division. So I have 8 divided by -4. That's equal to -2. Okay, let's try another one with some complicated brackets and numbers. Right, first of all, we need to do the brackets first. Now you notice that there's two separate terms. A term is separated by an addition or subtraction. So here we have the first term, then when we subtract, we have the second term. Let's simplify the brackets in each of the terms first. So the first term, 3 times -1 to the power 2. The second term, I need to work from inside out. So this bracket is not having an operation inside. All it's saying is we need to simplify the plus and the minus. Okay, so 9 take away 2, take away 4. Close your bracket. Okay, next row, I'm going to simplify exponent in the first term, and in the second term, simplify the brackets in the second term. Right, so 3 times -1 times -1, that's a positive 1, minus 2 times 9 take away 2 is 7, 7 take away 4, that's 3. Now what we have remaining are multiplication for each of the terms. So 3 take away 6, and finally we're going to subtract. 3 take away 6 is -3. Last example here, we're going to evaluate this. And remember, we need to start simplifying the numerator separate from the denominator. And only after we simplify it are we going to put them together. Now, the numerator, we have to do our brackets first. So I have 3 times -4 squared minus 2 times 3 to the power of 3. I've done the subtraction that's in both brackets. Now, in the denominator, I have a set of brackets here too. 9 minus 2 times 5 divided by 2. Okay, next row. The numerator, we're going to simplify by simplifying the exponents. 3 times -4 times -4, that's positive 16, minus 2 times 3 to the power of 3. 3 times 3 is 2. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 gives us 27. Next, we have 9 minus 2 times 5 divided by 2. Now we know that we have to do the multiplication and division first, going from left to right. So I'm going to rewrite 9 minus, and then we have 10 divided by 2. The next row, we're going to simplify the numerator. 48 minus 54 over 9 minus 5. I took the 10 divided by 2 and we got the 5. Lastly, -6 divided by 4. But since both of these are even numbers, I can reduce it. I have -3 divided by 2. Pause the video